Hello YouTube, this is Control, and just wondering, what do you think of my Google Chrome thing right here? Alright, we'll be doing another deck profile. The deck is mermail-atlanteans, and they're not in the TCG yet, but I personally favor them on Dueling Network. Can't wait for the structure deck. Alright, why not go ahead and start by going to the deck. Atlantean Heavy Infantry. They just recently changed the names, I guess, so that's kind of interesting. Atlantean Attack Squad. This card's really interesting. This card gains 800 attack while you control another fish, sea serpent, or aqua type monster other than this card, so you can special summon it with Deep Sea Diva, and immediately it have 2200 attack, runs over Sidra and Thunder King, all that jazz. Atlantean Marksman. This card really is awesome. Run 2 to 3. I'm thinking of bumping this up to 3. And Atlantean Dragoons, change that name to take that to 1. So, yeah. Next is Atlantean Dragoons. This card lets all level 3 or lower Sea Serpent monsters you control attack your opponent directly. This works really awesome with Atlantean Marksman, because what Atlantean Marksman does is when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can special summon this card from your deck to special summon 1 level 4 or lower Sea Serpent monster. 1 level 4 or lower Sea Serpent Atlantean monster except Atlantean Marksman. When this card is sent to the graveyard, activate a water type monster's effect. Target 1 spell or trap card your opponent controls and destroy that target. So, what you could do is get this card and this card on the field, have this card attack directly, then a special summon this. So 1400 plus 2200, that's 3600 points of damage already. And you can get gotchis out really easily, so that's always good. Deep Sea Diva, it's really awesome in this deck. I mean, come on. Sea Serpents, get Deep Sea Diva. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's in the structure deck. Next is Gores. You don't run anything continuous in here except for Abyss Sphere, and that gets destroyed during the end phase. The turn is activated. So, yeah. Next is Gundi. If it's discarded to activate a mermail effect, you can special summon a mermail except for Gundi, and it's just if it's discarded no matter what. And it can't be discarded as a cost. That doesn't work. Then Hildy. It just has to be sent to the graveyard. You can special summon a mermail from your hand. Alright, that's really good. Then Lindy, the main searcher. The main searcher. So this has some really good combos, so you want to run 3 of these. Alright, Lindy. When this card is sent from the field and sent straight to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 mermail monster from your deck, except for mermail Lindy. This effect of mermail Lindy can only be activated once per turn. So some really good combos with this is if you're kind of on the wall, which kind of happens often. It's a little slow, but it's extremely powerful and explosive. You'd use Abyss Sphere, special summons a mermail monster from your deck. Its effects are negated. You cannot activate spell cards when this card leaves the field. Destroy that monster. Destroy this card during your opponent's next end phase. So you want to use Abyss Sphere, special summon Lindy during their battle phase. If they don't destroy it, it destroys itself during the end phase, and they don't get their battle phase off. Or they can destroy it, and you can immediately get the monster you want to special summon. And we'll get to that monster in a second. Next is Mermail Abyss Sturge. I'm testing this one out. It's okay. It helps discard, but it's fine. I don't see a real problem with it. Next is the card you'll be special summoning out with Lindy and Abyss for your combo. Mermail, Abyss, Megalo. Change that name a little bit. You can discard 2 other water monsters, special summon this card from your hand. It's not a cost, I believe so. When this card is special summoned by this effect, add 1 Abyss spell/trap card, except for Abyssal Designator or contract with the Dark Abyss from your deck to your hand. You contribute 1 card and tribute 1 face-up attack position water-type monster you control to special summon this card. This card, except this card, not to special summon, I'm sorry. This card can attack twice during that battle phase. I thought about running a field spell, thought about it, but I decided against it. It ran a little too slow. You run 2 of those, by the way. Next is the Elemental Lord, the Aqua Elemental Lord. Muling Lasia, the Elemental Lord. You run 1 of those. It helps. It can control with Grave, but a little difficult, and I've gotten him out a couple times. Then is Poseidra, the Atlantean Dragon. That's really, really good. That's really easy to special summon monsters. Like, I'll show you a trap card in a moment, which helps bring that card out, which I don't use in the deck, actually. Probably should, though. Spell lineup, Dark Hole, Heavy, Reborn, 2 MST. That's it. The basic spell lineup is right here. It's all staples. I don't even run Duality because you special summon quite a bit, actually. Then the 2 Abyss Sphere, 2 Bottomless, 2 Compulse, 2 Dimensional Prison, and then this card, Spiritual Water Art AoE. Tribute 1 monster card on your side of the field. That is a cost. Look at your opponent's hand, select 1 card in its and send it to the graveyard. Alright, this card's really good actually, because I've done this on first turn, taken out their BLS, and just screwed them over for the rest of the duel. I've also done it to Gores, and what was it? That Prophecy card, like that High Priestess of Prophecy. And the last 2 traps are Torrential. Side deck, I run 2 Lance. You know, it just helps me out when I need to run stuff over or target my own stuff, or like Dark Hole and stuff. Shadow Imprisoning, I don't run that many of. I only run 1 Dark, which is Gores. Consecrated Light, more Dark Hate. Light Imprisoning, it's really good. I don't run any lights as far as I know, except for Electric Virus, and that's still in my side deck. Then the one not Utopia, Grand Wall, just attack, I guess. Sengun, just a little bit better search. The Judgment Brigade's on the side deck, by the way. Alright, then we'll go up to the extra deck. 3 gotchis. You can easily recycle this with this deck. Gem Knight Pearl. You don't run that many level 4s. In fact, you only run 2. But I have gotten them both on the field at the same time, so just in case. Maestroke. Leviathan Dragon. Basically, the rank 4s are just better options to what's happening during that time. Leviathan, Giga Brilliant, Acid Golem of Destruction when playing against Skill Drain. Utopia, and this card. I really like this card. Cannot wait. I'll read this card to you real quick. It's really fun. It's really good. Once per turn, you can detach 2 Exceeds Material monsters from this card to target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Attack becomes 0. Also, its effects are negated. When this card attacks and destroys, when this card is destroyed by opponent's card, either by battle or by card effect, and sent to the graveyard, draw a card. So it's really good. Next, Shining Elf. Case I don't want to run Gotchi for some reason. And then 2 Zen mains. Now cards I I'm thinking about putting in here are Pot of Avarice, because it helps control the graveyard a little bit better for the Elemental Lord. And this card. Not Abyss. Storm of this card. Target 3 mermail monsters in your graveyard, special summon those targets in face-up defense position, but their effects but the effects on the field are negated. Cannot declare an attack and are destroyed during the end phase. I'm thinking about running one of these, maybe two, just for the sake of the effects for Lindy and Tribute 3 for Poseidra, which is awesome. So, hope you guys like the deck profile. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be doing a test, or not a test really, more of a duel with this deck sometime in the near future. Later, guys.